Okay, you know blow job. If you blow, come trenches. All those Yalata don't know you. They don't fit sing your song. Huh? They don't know you there. Enter also the motto. They don't fit sing your song.
Unfortunately for me, when we got to Obalende, no one single person fainted when they saw me. That was very disappointing. I was sad. But at the end of the day, I wasn't recognized much. That made me sad. But I'm gonna fix that. You know what? Maybe I should start making music for the streets. Somebody tell Zazu, I'm ready.
What is good music? Good music is something you enjoy, that is sonically appealing to you in terms of the sound, the lyricism, your preference for it also come in handy. And then we've had conversations where some people believe they have superiority in terms of taste. There's this elitism undertone beneath this whole conversation when they say, for example, street music versus, let's say, for lack of a better word, Lekki vibes. Okay, so now we've always had this kind of situation where they feel street music is maybe Raz and maybe a song from, let's even make mention of like two names to do this comparison. Let's say, for example, Portable versus Johnny Drille. I know, weird matchup, but can you follow me with this? Okay, listen. Now we've always had it when they think, why would Johnny Drille, who is making great music, that they perceive to be good music, great music, maybe the way it is being delivered sounded too calm, too cool, so in their mind they feel it is the good music, they feel like that is good music. But when you talk about Portable, for example, there is always this, oh, it's for these people, it's for these people. Yes, it is, but doesn't mean it's still not good music. So let's take it back. So when you say superiority in taste, that is your taste, that is what you like. And again, what you like, preference is okay, but when you look at in terms of music, how it's been delivered, some are more polished than the other, which is Johnny Drille's music can be more polished than Zazu Master. Now the content also, when you look into it, Johnny Drille does more of like folk music, R&B, so sometimes even Afro pop. He's a maven. He has to, because when he started out it was more like a folk music thing. Now he's in maven now, so he can't do just strictly one thing. Don Jazzy has said it in different interviews and podcasts. He said if you are in maven, if he wants to work with you, and once he's able to see, oh, he can do something with you, can dance or you can relate to, you can move your body. Don Jazzy has always been an advocate of moving your body. So you see Johnny Drille on some music, on some songs, and you feel like, oh, okay, I didn't know he could do this. So Johnny Drille also left that part of him into doing R&B, doing sometimes Afro pop. You could see the record with the World Diamond song. On a normal day, you are not going to think Johnny Drille will be on songs like that, but he's going to adapt. So those are the music he makes. And then you look at Portable, who does street music in quotes, which was labeled street music in terms of pop, that started from, I think, Olamide, if I can remember. So you can see music from Baba Frayo, music from Daddy Shoki. They have their genres, but they categorize this music as street music. Then you look at Olamide, who did the whole street takeover when the Olio Kesh and Don Jazzy issue happened. Now Portable does Fuji, does street music. You can see the influence of Fuji, Tungba sound, and what we call now Afro trenches, like Baba God Help Me. This kind of these are the kind of sound he makes. Now, target audience plays a major role. If Portable is making relatable music to some set of fan base, it is good music for them. If Johnny Drille is making songs that relates to the people that are his audience, it is still good music. In fact, we can do bits and pieces of maybe songs that they've done. We've had Portable do a song called, I think the name of the song is Pastor, right? Where he's talking about the church pastor scenario with church members, right? In a way where he's actually critiquing some things which are valid, right? That's from someone who does street music, who does Fuji, who does Afro trenches. You're not going to say it's not good music because it is not as polished as a song from maybe Maven or from Johnny Drille, for example, right? It's still good music. Nigerians always ridicule Afrobeat artists, saying they don't make great lyrics. The lyrics to their song are always weak. But then Afrobeat people understand you guys, that at the end of the day you guys want to dance, and they're giving you that now. Yes, Portable on a record that is talking about social ills or something in particular. You are not going to say it's not good music. Maybe the sound is not something you will sit down and listen to, but it does not mean it's not good music. In fact, I can tell you, Johnny Drille had a song with Star Plus. Yes, the title of the song is called Odo, and in the song, Johnny Drille is a creepy dude begging for a girl to take him back or something. Because in the lyrics of the song, he's saying, he admitted in maybe the first or the third line, he's saying, I know I gave you trauma, but I'm going to be in front of your door. I will sleep in front of your door. Like, get me back. That's the most toxic shit ever. But it sounds so smooth. It sounds like he's begging. I mean, this is how women deal with men, where if they like him, it is cute. If they don't like him, he is creepy, right? So we can do bits and pieces on where Portable also scored lesser points than Johnny Drille, but that's not the point of this episode. The point of this episode is to say good music is good music, which does not mean anybody can make great music. Even you can have like an album that you think it is street music, but when you listen to a couple of songs, doesn't mean they don't make good music. In as much as you can relate to it. That's what I think. And then they have different fan base. We can talk about fan base for a minute, because you look at Johnny Drille. Johnny Drille was like a niche artist when he started, and not a lot of people were listening to the kind of music he was making. And you are going to Audio Mark, you are looking at Johnny Drille's numbers. It's incredible. He has like 400,000 followers on Audio Mark, like 700,000 listeners, monthly listeners, by the way. He has like 46 million total plays. It's incredible. And then you look at Portable also, who people in quotes call street artists, who they feel is Raz. He has over like 700,000 followers, 800,000 monthly listeners, and 77 million total plays on Audio Mark, which is crazy for somebody that people look at in a way where you think it is street are streaming, by the way. A lot of people are listening to who you consider street, who you think is not making good music, right? You go to Boom Play, Portable has like 16 million listens, and Johnny Drille has like 50 million. Johnny Drille has like, is it 50 million? He has like 50 million streams. These are incredible numbers for both guys. Johnny Drille has 25 million views on YouTube. That's massive. And then you look at the year he started like 2013, and then My Street Guy came from nowhere in 2021. He has like 22 million views on YouTube, and started in 2021. And here's what I think. This is not to draw a comparison or make a debate, because people might look at maybe the image or the title of this thing and you think, oh, he's making comparison between Johnny Drille and Portable. That's not what the intention of this episode is for. It is just to say good music is good music. Your preference is yours. Looking like when you look down on other people's taste, like based on their music choice, you look down on them, it comes off a bit condescending when you're trying to say, oh, this is what the elite are listening to. I mean, Johnny Drille is doing amazingly well, but people who listen to, let me say, like Lekki vibes, maybe I'm not going to get in trouble with this by titling the Lekki vibes. So you look at street music versus Lekki vibes, people in Lekki feel like, what is this saying? What is Portable saying in the streets? Oh, that's street music. Doesn't mean it's saying anything that makes sense, right? And street people don't even care. Once there's Portable sticker on Marwa and on Danfo, they are good. And you've seen where Portable has gone to perform shows, and we've seen where Johnny Drille too has gone to perform shows. These people have different audience. And I go online most times, and I go on Twitter, and I see a lot of conversations that goes like, oh, we are talking about normal people, not these people, right? And that's to those people who don't even know the history of Nigerian music. Because when you go back to like 99, 90, when the Remedies boys were trying to do, they did something with like Pasuma. Pasuma is like the reference of Pasuma in Nigerian hip hop in like back when it started till now. It can't be overemphasized, because It might not be that we give you popular pop record or hip hop record, but his reference are always there. There's this Olamide or Pasuma thing that goes on. There's a one day call Olamide song that is titled Pe Paso, which is crazy. And now even people who are not from the streets are singing to a song who is referencing somebody in the streets by Olamide who came from the streets.
Fuck that shit! Baba Yaya! Street is take over! Every fucking single was a hit back to back.